Yo, so yesterday at the GDC 2024, which is the Game Developer Conference, we got a good look at some sort of behind the scenes Unreal Engine 5 content for Star Wars Hunters. The updates we get on the game are few and far between, so when we do get them, it's good. Fans of the game are really pumped to see them. But unfortunately, it seems that the wider perception of that has not gone down so well. So I just want to make a little video just to talk about, where the game's at, what's going on with the game, and sort of maybe why people are looking down on it so much. Because honestly, I think people are sleeping on this game. It's really well made. There's a really good amount of content. It's not quite the cheap mobile cash grab. In fact, it's not a cheap mobile cash grab at all. This is really pushing like a AAA level quality game. It's absolutely fantastic. And as someone who's been playing the game for the past, almost 2 years at this point, I was the first person to hit the #1 spot on the rank leaderboard. I was the second person to hit max rank ever. I'm fairly well versed in what the game's got to offer, and I think I've got a good vision for how it might shake out. So if I let me just figure this out. Try and find the trailer for you guys to see. So let's just whack the trailer on and run through it. It's probably a good place to start. So I'll let this roll, and maybe I might make some comments as it works through, but let's have a quick watch of this, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you, Dana. Hello and good morning. As Senior Art Director at Zynga's Natural Motion Games, I have the privilege of working on Star Wars Hunters with the rest of our amazing team. And I'm excited to talk to you about our upcoming cross-platform arena shooter. In our game, players will face off in 4v4 multiplayer battles, selecting from a roster of brand new characters to fight in battlefields inspired by iconic Star Wars locations.
I don't know how that doesn't sound amazing,
Squad up
first off.
and head into battle against the competition, both friendly and fierce. Our vision for this game is to create new and authentic expressions of Star Wars characters based on iconic archetypes, familiar to fans, but with an all-new twist. Set on a new platform.
Just want to chime in on that. They've done a really good job of that. This game has a very good roster. They've lent into, various different elements of the Star Wars universe. They haven't just given us some stormtroopers, clone troopers, and Jedis and a bounty hunter. There's some really sort of like digging down deep into like the lore and some of the species of the game, and even some of the more recognizable species like the Jawas. Utuni. It's not just a Jawa with a gun. It's two Jawas stacked on top of each other like.
Planet called Tara, fans from across the galaxy take their seats in one of our many arenas to see the hunters fight in thrilling matches and cheer on their heroes up close and personal. Today, we're going to focus on some specifics around mobile development and the opportunities that using Unreal Engine has opened up for us. This is Reeve, one of our most iconic
the Don
hunters from our soft launch. It took a lot of work to create this lightsaber-wielding dark side assassin you see before you, starting with us collaborating closely with our colleagues at Lucasfilms on ways we can create something grounded in the Star Wars galaxy while still keeping the sense of larger-than-life personality that is unique to our game. We wanted each hunter to have their own unique playstyle and character, so rapid iteration was critical. Using Unreal's animation features, coupled with our character creation tool, we found efficiencies in prototyping by reusing animations from hunter to hunter and identifying gaps that we could fill with simple animations created within Unreal itself. Using Unreal's multiple pie views and networking modes allowed us to test and tweak
generally took a really good look into this as well,
which supports us in achieving great gameplay experiences across all of our maps and modes. In particular, the option to control one view with mouse and keyboard and another with controller means two.
They're also not overselling this at all. This is the quality of the game that you get on your phone. It's absolutely incredible.
People can play in one machine at once and then tweak the gameplay in real time. This is very useful for understanding not only how it feels to use a weapon or ability, but also how it feels to have it used on you. And this is particularly important to nail an ability like Reeve's Vicious Leap, where the player needs to feel powerful, but also in control. Unreal has been a great asset in helping us build and deliver a game that looks great and is an authentic addition to the Star Wars universe. We recently revamped our lighting, making full use of Unreal's best-in-class lighting tools, and this has significantly enhanced our visuals. This upgrade delivers a broad spectrum of vivid colors and realistic
Dude, these are
material
mobile
interactions
maps.
with scalable performance
Look at this.
across
It looks
all of our
unbelievable.
platforms.
And I will
Unreal Engine's dynamic tools.
we will do some gameplay in a minute. I will play the game. I've got it booted up on my phone right now. We'll play the game and we will show. This is exactly what it looks like. You know, they're not overselling this. It's not an exaggeration. It's not, you know, selling a snake oil. This game is freaking dope, dude.
Have played a pivotal role in infusing our cosmetics with character without the need for extra animations. This secondary movement in the scene further brings our world to life and is particularly impactful on smaller screens. By incorporating HDR cube maps, we've heightened the richness and vibrancy of our materials across all of our characters and environments. Unreal Engine 5's advanced post-processing and cinematic features have enabled us to seamlessly create marketing assets from the newer version.
Absolutely fantastic.
We're incredibly proud of how, with the help of Unreal, we were able to craft this high-quality cross-platform experience, both in terms of gameplay and visual fidelity on all of our platforms. We can't wait for you to play it on iOS, Android, and Nintendo Switch.
Okay, right. So, just to bring it back. So that's the trailer, right? If I just hang on, let me go back to what do I want to do here? So, just looking at some of these comments, man. Look at the I can't see it here. I haven't got the plugin enabled, but it's like if you look at the thumbnails. The downvotes for this game are like it's got 900 upvotes, and like 2,700 downvotes. Like people are really bashing this game, dude. I mean, look at some of the comments down here. I mean, can't wait for it to get pushed out again. Didn't this game get cancelled? So they cancelled the Mandalorian game and put the KOTOR remake on hiatus just to give us this. Like people are really bashing this. This is the game we're dropping it, but like people aren't getting this. You know, the same studio that built this game are not the same people who were working on the Mandalorian game. Like people are just hating for the sake of hating. I understand that this game's been delayed a lot and people are getting frustrated, but and I don't mean this to be rude. If you put in 5 minutes of effort, you can download this game on your phone right now. Most people's phones support the game. It's only, you know, low end for devices at the moment that really don't. If you've got anything relatively new, you'll be able to play the game. No, this game will be fun for a week's tops. This is still happening. You know, there's a couple that looks amazing. Trust in the Force, you know, some good ones. But, you know, hopefully this isn't a fault. People don't feel great about this. And I've seen a couple of comments like people saying, you know, it just screams microtransactions. Yeah, the game has microtransactions, but it's a free-to-play mobile game. You don't need to pay any money to play this game. None. Not a penny. So if I just bin that off a second and show you the game. Like, this is actually the game. I have it. This is me, parallel. This is my character. I've maxed out at level 50. So this isn't just some sort of BS, like, you know, preview rubbish. This is the full game I'm playing. It's in soft launch. I've been playing it for the last 2 years. Yeah, there's a shop. Of course there's a shop, you know. But, frankly, people are paying £60, $60 for Call of Duty every year, and that'll still sell you a shop. Claim my credits while I'm here. Thank you. So I don't quite understand the problem. And the prices are relatively fair. So, I don't know. What's this here? This Marshall bundle. 1,200 crystals. Yeah, 1,200 crystals is going to cost you... So 1,000 crystals there. This is in New Zealand dollars because I've got a New Zealand account at the moment. That's like £9. So what's that? 10 quid. And in that bundle, you're getting 2 character skins and a stance, like a victory stance when you win the game. That isn't out of the ordinary. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and defend their store prices. That's not what I'm here for. But, you know, I'm just saying, it's a free-to-play game. What do you expect? The game has to make money in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, it just simply wouldn't exist. So I think the hate in that aspect is just completely way off. Now, in terms of gameplay, people saying this is like rubbish, it's not going to come out. What are you talking about? They got a full roster. I mean, let's just go to practice mode right now. I'm playing a game with a controller from my phone, plugged into mono. Dude, this game's roster is sick. You want a bounty hunter? You got bounty hunter. You want to play a Sith assassin? You can play a Sith assassin. And it plays well, dude. Like, this is smooth as you like. I'm getting like a solid 60. And I think my phone's outputting 4K right now, and it's still playing this well. I mean, obviously that's, you know, like device dependent. You can play as a Wookiee, you can play as a Wookiee. each character, you know, it is like a Star Wars Overwatch. That comment isn't misplaced. That's exactly what the game is, to be honest with you. But look at the design of this, man. It's like there's so much happening in a mobile game. I don't quite understand the hate. This is genuine, like, a really impressive feat, what they've managed to do with this game. It's really well balanced. It performs fantastically. I've seen like 1 or 2 bugs in like 2 years playing this game, and it was nothing game breaking. You know, we recently had the first ranked mode come around. That was fantastic. The activity in the game when ranked mode is hit just went through the roof. Everybody's online. Right now, ranked isn't currently in the game because we're between 2 seasons. And being a soft launch, we have those delays. If you click on ranked, it'll say new season coming soon. But this, you know, there's loads to do here. Should we just play an actual game? Let's just play a game of like team deathmatch. So this is just first 20 kills wins the game. And it looks fantastic. But yeah, I think the ultimately people are frustrated because of the delays, and that's becoming anger and rage and lashing out. When you get your hands on this, like the genuine feeling is going to be pretty good. Let's just play Reeve because she's my main. I understand what you're saying, Mika. People wanted Battlefront 3, but like this, it's not a fair comparison. Not every Star Wars game has to be Battlefront 3. You could say that about anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't even developed by the same studio. This isn't an EA game. It's got absolutely nothing to do with Battlefront. It's just like a completely asinine comment. I want Battlefront 3, but that doesn't mean I can't have this. You know, they will. You know, if Battlefront 3 was to be developed, I can guarantee you it'll be developed by a different studio than the guys that are making this. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know, it's like saying that's no different than saying, "Oh, you release Call of Duty and I want FIFA." Well, they're not the same. They just happen to be the same IP. This game doesn't try to be Battlefront 3. You know, it's a completely different experience. And frankly, in my opinion, this is a better experience than any Battlefront game. Especially that new one from Asper. You know, this thing actually works. Well, I completely agree with you. I'd also love Battlefront 3, but that's not the right complaint for this game. This game has no bearing on the development or lack of development on a Battlefront 3. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I've been stunned. Whoops, I'm dead. And you consider this is going to be free on Switch. So many people have Nintendo Switches. So many people. And how many good free games exist on the Nintendo Switch? Not very many. And then mobiles. Everybody's got a mobile device. It's not a particularly hard game to run. It's very well optimized for the hardware. It's got decent graphics options. You know, you can do what I'm doing now and plug your phone into a monitor, play it that way. I'm basically playing on a console. There's just so much versatility to this game. Is it perfect? No, it's not. It's absolutely not perfect. We're in soft launch right now. The population's quite low. You know, updates haven't been that frequent, but the game is still in development. You know, I'm not playing a rubbish version of the game. I'm playing an earlier version than intended, and I'm lucky enough to be doing so. Oh no. Oh, close it out. Okay. But I mean, I get wanting Battlefront 3, but again, it's just not the complaint for this game because there's no relation. But so that's my question. What is the unexpectedness there? Like, what's the issue? Because this game never promised that it would be anything other than what it is, which is a 4v4 arena multiplayer game. It hasn't, you know, it's never promised to come out on consoles or PC. It's always been a mobile and Switch game. It's never. Okay, Darth Soon's online, fantastic. Look at all the friends I've got in this game. Like, people say this game's dead. This game is not dead. Last online, so Gellin has not been on for 2 weeks. 1 day ago, 14 hours ago, 1 hour ago, 17 hours ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, 9 hours ago, 2 days ago, 4 hours ago, less than an hour ago, 4 hours ago, 2 days ago. People are playing this game. There's a decent amount of people playing this game. Like, yeah, is it supported mainly by the Discord community right now? Yeah, it is. But it's a soft launch game. As soon as this lands, it's going to blow up, dude. You know, this is a free Star Wars multiplayer game. Everybody's going to be downloading this game, and it's going to get massive. The ranked scene, that's really good. That's probably going to grow and grow and grow. I wouldn't be surprised if we got esports at one day. Do you mean it's like... I get people are unhappy with the delays, but you got to give it a chance, man. You know, these developers are real people making a game. I'm sure if they had it their way, this game would have been out 2 years ago when it was expected to be out. That's just not the way things shake out in the real world. You know, you've got financial constraints, marketing constraints, you know, conflicting releases within game studios and so on. Ultimately, it's a free product. You don't have to pay for skins. It's definitely not pay to win. You can buy some different characters, but again, it's a free game. So if you spend 20 bucks on a pack of characters and you've got the full roster versus £60 for, you know, Call of Duty. I get your comment, and that's a fair comment, and I definitely felt that way about the recent Asper release of Battlefront Classic Collection. But when you say expect more, why can't Star Wars have varying levels of releases? Why does everything have to be a AAA 64-player multiplayer shooter? Why can't it have a smaller scale arena shooter like this? Because, I mean, look at Overwatch. It's incredibly popular. You know, very similar games. Very, very similar games. Now let's get this zoom, let's get this win. And they're doing awesome stuff like this. This is, I'm going to forget the name of the plant now. Vandor. This is Vandor from the Solo film. Like the people making the game really care. That, you know, they're digging into like Star Wars locations and lore and characters, species. Just, you know, stuff we don't usually see in other Star Wars releases. They are doing it here. It's clearly made by people who really care about the IP and the franchise. Oh, score is behind me. You know, it's like, has every Star Wars game that's ever released been a AAA experience? No, it's not. I mean, look at Galaxy Heroes. In my opinion, I'm not a fan of Galaxy Heroes. That is designed to bleed money out of players and is basically a pay-to-win type. And it's massively successful. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It doesn't have to be. It's not my cup of tea. I don't want to play it. And not everyone needs to want to play this. But the level of hate it's getting for... and the odd expectations that are being placed on the game just don't really make much sense to me. This game is doing exactly what it says on the tin, and does it pretty well, if I'm being frank about it. I think I can honestly say this is probably my favourite Star Wars release in a long time. I'm trying to think of a Star Wars game. I really don't know. Maybe like SWTOR, the Old Republic, the MMO, probably had a bit more fun on, just because of the scale of that game. But that was, at the time when I picked that up, that was a full price game that required a monthly subscription fee. This is free, and you can play it on your phone, and it looks this good, and it plays this well. It's like, gotta look at all these things in context. And even without context, if this game cost me $30. I'd still be happy with it. It's fantastic. Let's close this game out. I thought we were going to smash this, but it's been a bit tighter than I expected. Let's slow you down. One more ult for the game finishes. Nice, let's go. Reef down, there we go. Good night. Let's go. And I can honestly tell you that I'm having fun playing this game. This game is so much fun. But like my initial point, it doesn't have to be this big AAA release. It doesn't need to fill the shoes of a Battlefront 3 or the cancelled Mandalorian game or the Knights of the Old Republic. It's a different, not even different strokes to different folks. It's just a different target. It was never targeted as being a replacement or in for one of those games. Yeah, they all fall under the Lucasfilm umbrella, but they're developed by different studios. So this game releasing or existing is not robbing you of other Star Wars experiences, is my point, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Other Star Wars games that have been cancelled, I'm telling you now, have not been influenced by this game. At all. The KOTOR remake, especially, do you know what I mean? Like, that's been going through development hell, and Eclipse as well, which we don't hear anything about. They are not competing games with this game. They're completely different experiences with probably quite varied player bases. But all I'm trying to say is I think people need to give this game a chance. I think the delay and the fact that it has hidden and and sort of fallen into obscurity a little bit. I understand it's not really been in the public eye for a while. So, do I disagree with people for not having faith in the game? No. I don't disagree with those opinions whatsoever. But I think hating on it, the way people are hating on it, and it's every time the official accounts post something, the comments are just release when this game's dead, this game looks crap, blah 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 blah, over and over and over. And I just don't think that's a fair comment. Would be my point. That's what I'm saying. Fully understand people feeling a little bit disheartened by it. Fully understand people not having confidence in it. But people just flat out slating the game and hating it. It just doesn't make much sense to me. Now, I'm going to play this game as my Trandoshan Beast Trapper, Char, who's an absolutely sick character, by the way, and an absolutely fantastic addition to the game. He's our most recent release in terms of hunters. He's a tank class, and he shreds. Where are they? Bang. There's me. Bosh. Dude, his scatter gun hits so hard. Good night. Whoa, what was that? I think we just walked into Diego's mine. Shred. Gotta be careful. Don't want to get caught in a trap by their char. Oh, we're shredding this game. It's like 14 to 1. Easy. I'm gonna use my heal. Bosh. And now ult. Cleaning them up. We get 3. Yep. Let's get their char too. Nice. Team wipe. Boom. Who's the target audience? I mean, anyone, man, I guess the first instance would be people who really enjoy those quick, competitive titles, like your Overwatch players, or maybe even people who enjoy it. I'm a Halo player at heart. Halo's an arena shooter. I mean, anyone who likes Star Wars, of course, would be it, but also, people who like this form of combat and stuff. And there is going to be crossover in terms of the audience for Battlefront players and Outlaws players and whatever, because ultimately people who love Star Wars they're going to be attracted to any Star Wars title. But my point is that the audiences might share, but the game's purpose and the game's goals don't necessarily have to align. The only thing this game's got in common with the Battlefront game is the fact that they're both Star Wars multiplayer games. Outside of that, they are completely different experiences. I just think we go down a slippery slope when we start hating on games like this, because 99% of the people who are looking at the game haven't had a chance to get their hands on it. And then that can just ruin the experience for everyone, because if it launches and it's got loads of hate surrounding it, people might not try it. You know, the existing player base, myself and some of the others that play, you know, we're then hampered because more people don't join the game. You know, population keeps down. It hurts devs, you know, people's livelihoods. So I think this is one of those games where it really deserves a chance. And to be honest, it hasn't done anything like abhorrent. It hasn't released like the Classic Collection did last week in like an awful state. This game's always been very well played. Or plays very well, should I say. And I've never had a performance issue with this game. Never. You know, I've been playing on, at least to my knowledge, overseas servers for the past like year, because the game's not actually out in the UK yet. And that's not hurting, it plays just fine. Ken says, this is the least scummy Star Wars game I've seen in years. I don't like how expensive some of the heroes are for a free-to-play player, but none of the paid heroes are mandatory. Exactly that. It isn't a scummy release. You're absolutely right. I'm going to support this game. Yeah, you can purchase, right now I think the only two you can purchase with money are, I'll have to check, I think is Char. No, Char's free. It's just Diego right now, I think. Reeve, you purchase with in-game coins. So she's just a gameplay grind more than anything. But, you know, along with that, the game does have battle passes. And to date, both of the new hunters came with the battle pass. So it's not like you're just buying the hunter for like 20 quid, or like 10 quid, 20 quid. I forget the exact prices. It's much closer to 10 actually. It's not even nowhere near close to £20 for a battle pass. You know, you're getting skins and all sorts, weapons, loads. There's loads of stuff with it. I need to get in and support my team quick. Bosh. Yeah, boys, got it. Put that bomb down. Gotcha. But yeah, I think, you know, I don't want to get too much into the store because it's a subjective opinion on, you know, what someone thinks is value for money. But the game is free. It plays very well. There's a decent roster of characters with a good variety. It plays, look at me, the performance is fantastic. It really is. I've played this on 3 different devices now, all Android devices, and they've all played well. The worst of those was a Pixel 7 Pro, which isn't a particularly good phone when it comes to gaming and stuff. And even that played it fine. Wasn't as good as my last 2 phones, but it still played it pretty fine.
And don't come back.
Make that, boys.
The new republic is alive and well. Heal up.
Yeah, I think so. Right now, I think Diego is the only character who can be purchased. I need to check. It's been a while. I mean, I've had them all for a while, so I'm not can't exactly remember who's up for purchase right now. Maybe Scorer. I'll have to check. But yeah, it's not. All of the best hunters are free. Put it that way. Char is currently free. Zayna, who I'm playing right now, is a free character, and she's definitely the best support character. Gotcha, Del, right.
On your feet, soldier.
We don't think so. J3DR we're looking at right now, he's free. Go Zune. Nice.
The republic is alive and well.
Me again.
Heal up.
Nice work, nice work. Oh, we got another ult. I'll put an ult in the middle.
Our flag is flying high.
Everybody on me.
Here's a party favor for you.
Let's close this out, we're done. Bang. Bosh. For the win. Let's go. I think he is. Let me No, don't tell my word for it. I think he is. I purchased him ages ago, but I thought he was free right now. Or at least he was free last season. Maybe I'm forgetting. Because if you go to the store, you can purchase Gora. I don't know what she costs right now. I don't know if she was crystals or... You can purchase Reeve. She's definitely in-game coins. I know that much for a fact. And then... I think Diego's probably unobtainable right now because he was part of the Battle Pass. I think he wants to go again. But regardless, you know, the game's free. And okay, gotcha. My bad, man. It might be on me. It's been a long time since I need to purchase any of them. But regardless of that fact, you know, the game's roster, 80% of it is free. And most of the ones that you've got anyway are probably the best ones. But like I said, I personally don't think there's an issue with that. You know, Overwatch, every time they bring out a new character, you purchase those, right? Up until recently when they said they're going to make it more free. But that's been like, Overwatch has been around for how many years now? How many new characters are released for purchase, you know? At this point, you've spent over 100 quid on Overwatch to buy characters. Death Star Crossfire. Man, the maps are so well inspired on this game, dude. I actually tip my hat to the map designers. They've done a fantastic job. Who should we play? Soon's playing Utuni. Play Slingshot, huh? Who doesn't want to see an Ugnaught in a Droidica? Let's roll. Get it. Nice. Got a nice early kill. Oof, that's going to hurt though. Late on. Nice work. But yeah, man, the variety in this game as well is something we haven't seen in Star Wars. In Star Wars games, should I say, like some super cool roster. You know, they could have just given us a couple of boring old Jedis, a couple of troopers, a bounty hunter, and called it a day. We got a droid who thinks he's a Jedi. You know, Ugnaught riding around in a droidica. I guess Groz as a Wookiee warrior, but then he's not just a Wookiee warrior. He played like a sport. He's like an athlete. You know, Reeve isn't actually an assassin. It's all an act. Let's go. Oh man, you can get me here. Head still. Does that not land? Use my ult. Bang. Oh no, we're definitely down. Damn. But yeah, for those of you who haven't played the game yet and you're sort of wondering the current status of the game, so we're in soft launch. We recently finished a season. Being in soft launch and not full release, it doesn't quite go one season straight into the next yet. There are breaks in between them. They've typically been 2 and a bit months between them. In between that time, they do put on little events, you know, and they're nothing major. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're like the most amazing game events ever. But there's constant little events just to keep you like on your toes. You can earn XP. The odd one has a cosmetic. And we don't know this for a fact, but we think we're getting pretty close to an update, maybe even next week. So that could come with a new ranked season, because the ranked season ended with the change about season. We had our first ranked season, went really well. The game was super populated. You know, people were on all the time. I've never seen the game as active as when ranked was out. Every single day, every single night, there was people online. We had some amazing matches. It was super fun. And there's a couple of big communities on Discord as well. Check out my description. and you can join the Ultimate Hunters Discord, which is one of the ones I'm an admin of. Find like-minded players in there. We can help you get the game installed if you haven't got it and stuff. So I'm just claiming some XP here. So this is like an XP token. Apply that. Rocket's the only character I've not maxed out because I just never play him. Just change out some skins quick. Make it a bit different, huh? So just let me jump into my Reeve. Customize, let's change that to the Sith Assassin skin, which looks absolutely fantastic. My Marvex, let's change her out. Currently got a Moonband Trooper skin, let's make that, oh I don't know, her Desert skin. Dope. Let's change my Sentinel. He's got a Jump Trooper skin right now. Go for a Shore Trooper. Yeah, loads of variety in this game, dude. One of the more interesting Star Wars rosters we got. There's a tie-in book. That was really good. I read that. That was awesome. Some decent lore for the characters. Amara Vex, actually, the female bounty hunter in this game, in lore, has had a fight with Vader. Like, that's canon. The game is canon as well. So if you're a canon buff, the game's canon. So there's that. Set just after Return of the Jedi, I think. And basically the canon sort of story is, it's like a gladiator arena. No one's actually hurting each other. They're all wearing like some sort of special shields underneath their clothing that stops them from being actually harmed. But it's a genuine competition. The closest thing I can sort of relate it to is like Star Wars WWE, I guess. in the universe, it's like an entertainment show. People watch this show in the Star Wars universe. As you can see, the game's not super populated right now because, to be fair, this is probably the least populated it's been in a while. Like I say, we just came off the back of the season. Everyone's waiting for the new season to come out. Should hopefully be next week. Just based on some of the in-game store timers, it would indicate that. And in the past, those store timers have kind of fed into updates and stuff. Right, the Dune's playing Reeve. I'm gonna play. Who should play? Play Toonie. Let's go. Is there any character anybody wants me to see me play? Drop a comment and I'll play whoever you want me to. Go on. Nice. You have a helo. Get him soon, get him soon. Damn. I'll admit, I might not be the best Utuni player on the planet. Soon you got to fight him. Come. Oh no, you got to help. There you go. Right, sorry that. Need some health though. I am weak as all hell. Damn, I just wasted my ult, I think. Oh, that was a rough play from me. Yeah, I did. Oh, he eliminated me just like press the button. That was poor. Poor. You're joking. You're joking. Come on. It's not too late to turn this around. We get it together. Damn, that's not going to help though. Do we not have support? Oh, we don't have support at all. My bad. I thought we had a bot who should have filled support. Bummer. But this is what I mean, like that. We don't have support, so we're paying the price. This game is so good. You know, you need to work as a team. You need to think about your plays. Come on. You play really well. It's not out of the region. Possibility. Oh, frick. Not my best game. Not my best game. Anyway, I'm not going to drag this one out for too long. All I wanted to do was just make some comments on the state of this game and that I think is getting unfair treatment. The game's awesome, dude. It really is. It's absolutely fantastic. It looks great. It plays great. There's a good amount of content. It's cross-platform. You know, it's got a lot going for it. Just give it a chance. People shouldn't be hating on it just because it's been delayed. Trust me, you'd rather it be delayed than come out in an awful state. It's in a great state now. It's in a great state now. Anyway, I've been Parallel. I hope you enjoyed my little chinwag. Give Star Wars Hunter a shot. Don't put it to bed just yet. It might surprise you.